Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Wealth Hub. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about Justice Department moves to strip citizenship faster, naturalize Americans in the crosshairs. The U.S. Justice Department is accelerating efforts to revoke citizenship from naturalized Americans, sparking alarm among immigration advocates, legal scholars, and civil rights groups. A new internal memo directs federal attorneys to prioritize denaturalization cases, particularly targeting individuals accused of fraud or certain crimes even if committed prior to naturalization. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. A new memo from the Justice Department is capturing public attention and raising serious questions. The agency is now putting a lot of effort into taking away the citizenship of some naturalized Americans, including those who have broken the law. People who support immigration are worried that this will lead to a two-tiered citizenship system that will hurt foreign-born people more than others. Critics say that this move could hurt due process and lead to unfair treatment under the law. Immigration experts are worried that this will make some people and their children stateless, which would be a bad example to set. Why is the Justice Department suddenly prioritizing denaturalization? Efforts to deprive certain Americans of their U.S. citizenship are being given top priority by the Justice Department. According to a memo released online on June 11th, department leadership is instructing its lawyers to give denaturalization priority in cases involving naturalized citizens who commit specific crimes, as per report by NPR, who is at risk of losing their U.S. citizenship under this new push. The memo also gives district attorneys more latitude in deciding when to use this strategy. The action targets foreign-born U.S. citizens. Data from 2023 shows that nearly 25 million immigrants became naturalized citizens. In recent weeks, at least one person has already been denaturalized. Elliot Duke, who uses the pronouns they/them, had his citizenship revoked by a judge on June 13th. Duke is a UK-born American military veteran who was convicted of disseminating material about child sexual abuse, something they later acknowledged they were doing before obtaining U.S. citizenship. During the McCarthy era, in the late 1940s and early 1950s, denaturalization was a popular tactic. It was further developed during the Obama administration and continued to grow during President Trump's first term. How does civil litigation change the denaturalization process? Its purpose is to deny citizenship to people who may have falsified their citizenship applications regarding their criminal convictions or membership in illegal organizations, such as the Nazi Party or communists during the McCarthy era. Denaturalization will be one of the agency's top 5 enforcement priorities, the Civil Division, according to the memo written by Assistant Attorney General Brett A. Shumate. The Civil Division shall prioritize and maximally pursue denaturalization proceedings in all cases permitted by law and supported by the evidence, he added. Denaturalization is only the most recent move by the Trump administration to transform the country's immigration system at all governmental levels and make it a top priority for several federal agencies. This has resulted in a redefining of who is eligible to enter the United States or who is an American. Since taking office again, the president has worked to reduce refugee programs and abolish birthright citizenship. Immigration law experts, however, voice grave concerns regarding the constitutionality of the endeavor and the potential effects on naturalized citizens' families. Is this even legal? What do constitutional experts say? Cassandra Robertson, a law professor at Case Western Reserve University, expressed concern over the DOJ memo's announcement that the federal government will pursue denaturalization cases through civil litigation. Any individual subject to denaturalization is not entitled to an attorney in civil proceedings, Robertson said, adding that the government has a lower burden of proof and that it is much simpler and quicker to reach a decision in these cases. According to Robertson, depriving Americans of their citizenship through civil litigation is against due process and the 14th Amendment's guarantees of rights. Supporting the DOJ's denaturalization efforts, Hans von Spakovsky of the Conservative Heritage Foundation stated that, "I do not understand how anyone could possibly be opposed to the Justice Department taking such action to protect the nation from obvious predators, criminals, and terrorists. That alien has the right to hire their own attorney to represent them," he stated. "They have no right to have the government, and thus the American taxpayer, cover the cost of their attorney. As per a report by NPR, what are immigration experts most worried about now? Other immigration specialists highlight a different section of the guidance that grants U.S. attorneys more latitude in identifying additional denaturalization cases that qualify. According to Steve Lubit, an emeritus professor at Northwestern University's Pritzker School of Law, the language seems to give the federal government wide discretion over who it targets. By giving foreigners a chance to become citizens of the United States, Von Spakovsky contends that we are giving them a significant privilege. The Trump administration decided to bring cases against people in civil courts instead of criminal ones in an effort to greatly increase the government's use of denaturalization. FAQs. Can the government really revoke someone's U.S. citizenship? Yes, in certain cases, such as fraud during naturalization or national security concerns. However, the DOJ is expanding the criteria and making it a top enforcement priority. What is your biggest concern about the new denaturalization efforts? Experts fear will lead to unequal treatment and make some Americans believe their citizenship is always in jeopardy, particularly those who were not born in the United States. Critics warn it could erode constitutional protections and deepen divisions within the U.S. immigration system. With naturalized citizens now facing heightened scrutiny, the debate over what it means to be American and who truly belongs enters a new and uncertain chapter. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Justice Department moves to stream citizenship faster, naturalized Americans in crosshairs. The Department of Justice has issued a June 11 memo prioritizing denaturalization of foreign-born U.S. citizens who commit specific crimes on gain citizenship through fraud. Immigration experts and civil rights advocates fear this move will create a two-tiered citizenship system. Disproportionality attacking naturalized American and potentially rendering individuals stateless. Memo author by Assistant Attorney General Brett A. Shumate elevates denaturalization to one of the civil division top 5 enforcement goals. Legal scholars, including Cassandra Robertson, warn that civil litigation used in a place of criminal trials lack adequate due process protection, such as assess the counsel and higher burden of proof. Critics argue this violates the 14th Amendment and sets a dangerous precedent, while conservatives support targeting fraud and national security threats. Others see broad discretion and dangerous. The strategy mirrors practice from the McCarthy era and was revived under Obama and expanded by trials. One recent case including Elliot Duke, a veteran whose citizenship was a reward for past criminal conduct.